This is the last word and I'm Marya Shakil. Tamil Nadu Assembly's first session of the year got off to a stormy start as opposition AIADMK and BJP MLAs protested and raised slogans against the Anna University sexual assault case. Several leaders, including the leader of opposition, Edappadi Palaniswami, who led the protest, also held placards in the house. The protesting MLAs were later marshalled out. Following this, the PMK, which is also an alliance partner in opposition, and the BJP leaders walked out of the assembly. The ruling DMK has been facing challenges as far as its alliance partners are concerned as well. The VCK also submitted a notice to the Speaker to discuss the issue surrounding the Anna University sexual assault case. What played out today was also a familiar face-off between the Governor, R.N. Ravi, and State's Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin. Governor Ravi refused to deliver his customary address to the Assembly and walked out in protest of the national anthem not being sung at the beginning of the address. As per the tradition, the state anthem, that is Tamil Thai Velthu, is sung when the House meets, and the national anthem is at the end. But Governor Ravi has taken exception to this norm and has said that the national anthem should be sung at both times. M.K. Stalin said that Governor had made it a custom to violate the Assembly's tradition and called his actions childish. First the story, then I bring in the guests.
Once again, Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi walked out of the State Assembly without making the customary governor's address to the House. Like in 2024, this time he walked out protesting against the convention in the State Assembly, playing the state anthem before and the national anthem after the governor's address. Governor Ravi has demanded that the national anthem be played before and after. He took to social media, calling this a violation of the national anthem code and disrespect to the nation. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin called the governor's action as childish and undemocratic.
We are singing the Tamil Thai Valthu first, and at the end of the event, we have this procedure of singing the national anthem. So it is being followed. There is no question of leaving away the national anthem or like that. So when we are going to recite the national anthem at the end of the event, we do not know where comes the issue for the governor.
Meanwhile, there was more drama in the House. Taking on the ruling DMK over the alleged Anna University sexual assault, the principal opposition AIADMK raised slogans and waved placards demanding justice.
The involved person is the DMK office bearer. So government is supporting that, and we want the transparent inquiry.
It is not politicizing. It is reflecting the sentiment of the people. It is raising the issue of the safety of the women of this state.
Amid a worrying trend of drama and acrimony becoming the norm from the parliament to state assemblies, Governor R.N. Ravi's boycott revives the debate on the relevance of the Raj Bhavan. And politically, the AIADMK is set to turn the heat on the ruling DMK on issues of women's safety and law and order. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
And joining me on the show tonight, we have Salim Dharanidhar, national spokesperson of the DMK. Kovai Satyan is the national spokesperson of AIADMK. Madhu Vanti is leader of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, and we have Radhakrishnan, senior journalist. Salim Dharanidharan, beginning with you. You are part of opposition in the national cap in Delhi, and we have seen how the entire India bloc staged protests. You were not marshalled out. Are you being intolerant in a state assembly where you are in the treasury benches?
Hi, good evening, Maria. See, firstly, remember there are two different issues. See, what is happening in the parliament is that parliament convenes, and then the opposition parties in the India bloc, we want to discuss some issues. And we are not allowed to discuss. And that is the problem. Here, they came with the aim of disrupting the assembly. They came, they walked out. right? Unparliamentary behavior cannot be accepted. They came in with an unparliamentary behavior. They came with who's the sir here written, right? That is the problem. I think there are two different issues. Our chief minister has always been someone who believes in democracy, who believes in discussion. Even after the Hooch tragedy, he convened the assembly and discussion on Hooch tragedy took place. The chief minister is willing to discuss, but opposition should come and sit in the assembly, no? In the parliament, we are sitting, but they don't want to discuss. They want, when Adani issues blown out of proportion, in assembly, the prime minister announcing bills after bills. Without discussion, he wants to pass them.
You know, what is becoming clear is that you have different rules when you are in opposition and completely different when you are part of the government. And R.K. Radhakrishnan, because he's smiling, perhaps he is in agreement with me. Sir, two events playing out in Tamil Nadu as the session began today. Of course, one was what will be seen as high-handedness of the ruling DMK. The second was the regular, frostiness of equation which is playing out between the Raj Bhavan and the Chief Minister's office.
Absolutely, Marya. You put it very rightly. See, it could have been easily, the DMK on the back foot today if the governor had not pulled this past one. ADMK had come prepared, as Dharanidharan has very clearly pointed out. The campaign was very clear. As you mentioned, that documentary earlier mentioned that the VCK has given notice. All of that together, it was the time to put pressure on the DMK on this particular case. And then the entire thing flips on its head. And now I was on a TV channel in Tamil. I think Dharani also was on another channel. So Satyan would have been on another channel discussing what the governor did and what the government's response was. We should be discussing the safety and security of women in campuses and women in Tamil Nadu. Instead of that, we are discussing something else completely different, and governor sidetracked it, and that is a huge problem. The government was let off the hook, and right now we are forced to, people like me are forced to defend the government because what the governor did was completely off the mark. He did this last year itself, and the speaker had very clearly written to him saying that we follow traditions. And the tradition here in Tamil Nadu has been that since 1991, when Jayalalitha came to power, has been that we sing the Tamil Thai Valthu initially, and then at the end of the proceedings, we sing the national anthem. This should not be a controversy at all. We should be discussing what is in the presidential address. We should be discussing the security and safety of our women.
Absolutely.
We should be discussing the fact that the vice chancellor is not being appointed to universities in Tamil Nadu.
Yes. So, Madhuvanti, I would agree with Mr. Radhakrishnan here that it is the governor's conduct, and a familiar one, he does this every now and then, has actually led the DMK government off the hook. Today was the day that we saw the entire opposition and also a part of the government, an alliance partner of the government, question them on a very important issue, that is women's security.
Good evening, Marya, and to my fellow panelists, wish you all a very happy new year as well. As a woman, I have been asking these questions time and again about the safety and security of women in the state of Tamil Nadu. Pun intended, the state of Tamil Nadu is in I don't know what to call it. I really don't know if there's something called law and order in Tamil Nadu in the first place. Dharan, don't put up your hand yet. I waited till you finished. Allow me to complete. Thank you. So, having said that, my point here is, if the governor asked for the national anthem to be played, which he had already requested and which is part of the rule book that has been sent by the Home Ministry across all functions, across all states in India, what was the problem in singing it after the Tamil Thai Valthu? Why make it such a big issue? And what tradition are they talking about? 1970, Kalaignar Karunanidhi wanted the Tamil Thai Valthu to be sung across all the state government functions. Nobody followed it until 1991. 1991, it was Madam J. Jayalalitha who brought it back into the culture. And in 91, let me make it very clear, both the Tamil Thai Valthu and the national anthem were sung at the beginning of the assembly. Just to, kindle Mr. Radhakrishnan's memory, because he said only Tamil Thai Valthu was sung in the beginning and then the national anthem at the end. No, both were sung. Now, what is the problem if you sing the national anthem? Why try to unnecessarily rake this up when you already know this is an issue that has come up last year? So who was trying to divert the entire attention from the opposition, asking them questions? And what are they talking about opposition doing drama? They hold the pocket books of the Constitution and walk in and out of the Parliament. They jaywalk in and out of the Parliament. They hold pictures of Ambedkar and jaywalk in and out of the Parliament. And they talk about drama being presented here. I don't understand. It's one rule for them in Delhi and another rule for them in Chennai. I really don't understand how this works. And what tradition, what norm? I don't understand. It's a rule. Just follow the rule and get the assembly going. Why unnecessarily rake up this whole point? I don't understand. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Will you respond to this, Salim?
See, firstly and foremost, the same governor 2 years back walked away when the national anthem was being sung. So he's like, he wants drama. So he will find one reason or the other, right? Like a child. Mother will make dosa, he will say, I want puri. Mother will make puri, he will say, no, I don't want both. So he basically wants drama. Today I woke up in the morning at 6:30. Last year reminder came in Facebook. You know what was the reminder? Governor digressing the norms in the assembly. So he needs a reason. 3 years back also, first Tamil Daiwal was sung, then the end national anthem was sung. Why did not protest? Why did not protest last year? So basically this man wants drama and BJP wants to blow up things out of proportion. I'll tell you one example. See, this incident in Anna University is unfortunate. But BJP is trying to showcase as if Tamil Nadu has become like an Afghanistan. Tamil Nadu is still the safest city for women in the country. What is happening in UP? Number of rapes happening in UP is 20 rapes happening per day in UP. Right? 70%.
Let's not get into this whataboutery. Mr. Dharmidanan, let's not get into this whataboutery. The government of the day cannot get away by saying that what's happening in UP, what's happening in other BJP ruled states. Let's talk about your own responsibility on administration and law and order. So let me bring in Kovai Satyan. Mr. Satyan, the governor in the past has raked up issues which have given you political dividends. But today, he hijacked what was your issue or your day when you were raising, concerns about law and order. Shouldn't you be worried about that now?
Good evening. See, whenever the incompetence of MK Stalin-led DMK government is under fire, their savior is this governor. This is not the first time. And today again, when the incompetence of MK Stalin was under fire inside the assembly, who is this, sir? Governor enacted a drama. It looks like national anthem has become a matter of convenience with respect to pride. Last year, he delivered the address without the national anthem being sung in the beginning. He had already set a precedent. And today, because of the newfound love between DMK and BJP, both of them had to their convenience play to the gallery. He walks out and DMK rakes this issue, and tomorrow they are going to hold a statewide protest. What is more shameful is the person, the molester who is accused in the Anna Nagar University is a DMK member. Neither the chief minister nor the deputy chief minister have made out one statement so far. And they are so scared to even speak it out in the open. And the same fear is now getting into the assembly as well. So they need some way or other. They were looking out for a savior because of their secret understanding with BJP. Governor has come as a savior at another time. And he walks out of the assembly.
Okay, Madhuvanti, will you say the same? Because if you look at it, the governor and the chief minister has been playing out for the last 2.5 years. Ever since he has taken as the Tamil Nadu governor in 2021, there has been frosty ties between MK Stalin and Mr. R.N. Ravi. And he has spoken about it, and there has been this tug of war playing out not just over bills but about his repeated statements as well, and of course what played out even today. So last February also the governor had refused to deliver the customary address to the assembly and had said that there were several passages in the speech which are misleading and far from truth.
Yes, I am aware of what the governor said the last time, and I'm also amazed at the fact that Kovai Satyan, my very good friend, is saying that there is this secret relationship between BJP and DMK. I really don't know who's doing the drama and writing the screenplay and script for the ADMK off late. Really, truly, it's amazing to hear that today on this debate, because the same DMK was the one questioning the governor on passing 11 bills. And you know what they were? to make the chief minister chancellor of all the universities, including Anna University. Now, when the governor said, I cannot pass those bills and sat on them, the same DMK is now saying it's the fault of the governor because he is the chancellor of Anna University, and that is why there has been a law and order problem in Anna University, and that is why this whole mess has happened. I mean, ma'am, please look at the entire hypocrisy and dichotomy here. I really want to know who's being childish, who's behaving like an LKG student, who's behaving like a 3-year-old. God forbid if this is going to continue in Tamil Nadu. I shudder to wonder what's going to happen for the safety and security of any woman in Tamil Nadu, leave alone the women students. I am worried about the safety and security of women in Tamil Nadu in general.
Okay, Mr. Dhadni,
May I interfere here?
Yes, I want you to
No, I want to respond.
I'll come to you.
I haven't replied to him yet. So let me and foremost, I'll tell you this. Firstly, any socio-economic metric, you compare with BJP rule state, let BJP rule these states for 20-25 years. Not even a single metric, including inclusive industrial growth, these states do better than Tamil Nadu. So why will, and even in law and order, they own NCRB data. And coming to Kovai Satyan, it's baffling that someone from who have seen Edappadi's AIADMK can talk about incompetence. We have to go and sleep at night. As spokesperson, we have to defend the party, but we have to sleep at night. The state's revenue to GDP reduced by 2%. The state's GDP is 25 lakh crores. 2% loss is 50 lakh, 50,000 crores. 50,000 crores. Administrative capacity of Tamil Nadu was destroyed in the 4 years. Loot and pillage. This chief minister comes and says, when he was chief minister of Edappadi, that I saw people being killed while watching TV. He did not know what happened. Only I was loot and pillage. They built buildings everywhere, half built, took the money. That they can't talk about incompetence, right? That's completely not unacceptable. Why the chief minister should have the chancellorship is simply because these universities are run by the state government money, not the union government money. And why we are blaming the BJP government is registrar was appointed by the governor. Registrar is an RSS person, and registrar runs the university. Anna University is autonomously run, funded by the Tamil Nadu government. Without vice chancellor, registrar runs it. So this kind of, and last time you told me what about it? I don't think it's a what about it. I said Tamil Nadu, the incident should not have happened, but to showcase as if Tamil Nadu is unsafe.
May I come in?
And
yes,
it's like a top, it's the worst place to live in India. It's completely wrong,
yes.
And it's a
and then I'll give the last word to Mr.
propaganda.
Radhakrishnan. Yes.
May I come in?
Yes. Go ahead.
No, what is the irony is the DMK leader who is so spineless, they don't take ownership and accountability. The person who is arrested is a DMK office bearer. Marya Shakil is a DMK office bearer. And there is one more person involved in it, and they are trying to shield him because he has connected in the ministerial level. And a commissioner is coming out and lying in the open, minister is lying. Rather than facing the reality and bringing in transparency and delivering justice, don't shout. I heard you speak. I heard you speak. Now you keep quiet. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time. You please have. You want to sleep, you don't sleep, it's your problem.
You have to listen to others, please. You have to listen to others, please.
Assaults wherein your ministers are involved. One is Raghupati, another one is Raj Kannappan. 2 more sexual assault cases are there. You are still not able to take accountability for the Anna University episode. Shame on you people. Shame on your leader. Not able to face the media, not able to make out one statement in this Anna University issue. You and BJP are interested to play politics to the gallery. Have some courage, have some spine, stand up and take up responsibility. Ask your leader to stand up. Show some courage. Take up the responsibility. Sack that Marya Shakil from your party.
He was arrested.
Have some shame.
He is not DMK.
Don't protect the sexual offenders.
He was arrested in 3 hours.
Don't protect the sexual offenders. Are you a party for sexual offenders? Don't you have a limit of shame? Are you a party for sexual offenders? Wherein everybody has a freedom in this DMK government. Any lawbreaker has a freedom.
SP Velmani was seen with that person. SP Velmani was shielding that person who was involved in the sexual harassment of Pattali.
There is challenges in the court. Tomorrow I'll file a case on you for taking SP Velmani's name. If you have the courage and guts, come to and face in the court. Your Prince Udayanidhi came and apologized in High Court. Your Prince Udayanidhi came and apologized in High Court for taking the name of our leaders.
Yeah, fine.
Know the history.
First of all,
for the Pallachi issue, you ran helter and skelter. You played dirty politics. You ran helter and skelter. Your Prince came and apologized in the High Court.
Has done so much corruption. SP Velmani has done so much corruption that
I tell you what, your 10-year girl got molested. Your 10-year girl got molested. HC High Court directs it to CBI inquiry. You went to the Supreme Court.
and you are demanding not a CBI inquiry to be held in that case. Shame on your government. You can't even deliver justice to a 10-year-old kid or any girl or woman in this state.
Let me bring in R.K. Radhakrishnan and go back to all the guests after a response from Mr. Radhakrishnan. Mr. Radhakrishnan, there seems to be several fault lines in Tamil Nadu politics and an emergence of a new face as well. But the larger question is, what is this secret alliance that is being spoken about on this show? Is it just rhetoric, or is there some truth to it?
No, there is no way that the DMK can strike any secret alliance with the BJP for the simple reason that if they do that, they are going to lose big time into any election that they go into in Tamil Nadu. It can be a local body election, it can be even a Scouts and Guides election, they're going to lose it. So the DMK will never do that for the simple reason that they will lose votes. And there is this huge anti-BJP, sentiment in Tamil Nadu, so to speak. And both the AIADMK and the DMK are trying to cultivate that particular vote bank, which is significant. It cuts across caste, it cuts across class. It's because of people like R.N. Ravi being governor that the problem gets accentuated. And now you have somebody like Annamalai, who instead of taking out a procession or condemning or doing some other kind of protest against this Anna University episode, he started flogging himself and made the whole thing about himself. There too, I think the BJP lost out. So the faces of the BJP in Tamil Nadu have a serious crisis of identity, serious crisis of connect with the people of Tamil Nadu and also connect with the issues of Tamil Nadu. I think that is the defining problem in Tamil Nadu, and that is why both the DMK and the AIADMK are doing so well with the number of votes and with the number of seats that they have. And specifically to Madhuvanti's point about national anthem being sung, I've been inside the assembly from 1991 to 2009. I can tell you with a fair amount of certainty that the Tamil Thai Valtu was being sung. It was introduced by Jayalalitha, and then national anthem was sung at the end. We have had 8 or 9 governors from the 1991, including Channa Reddy to R.N. Ravi. Not a single governor, including Purohit, including Vidyasagar Rao. These are BJP governors that I'm naming. Have never had a problem with Tamil Thai Valtu being sang initially and the national anthem being sang in the end. I was a reporter in the assembly. So please don't start teaching me lessons on how the assembly was being run. Thank you.
I'm not teaching you any lessons, sir. I'm only stating what was minuted in the Legislative Assembly's book in 1991, that Tamil Thai Valtu and national anthem were sung back to back. I am not saying this. It is there in the minutes. I am sure you have been attending the assembly for many years. I have never entered the assembly, so to say. That's not the point. I am only telling you what has been minuted as per the legislative book of the assembly.
Madam,
no, 1991. Please go check your records, sir. You seem to have a problem with the records. 1991, Jayalalitha's time. It has been there, sir. I can even tweet it for you and I can tag you on Twitter, sir. Absolutely no problem.
Okay, you can take this conversation perhaps off the show as well. But the last comment I'll give it to Mr. Dharnidharan and Kovai Satyan. Mr. Dharnidharan, you'll have much to explain. So Kovai, go ahead.
Yeah, I think.
So due respect to our senior RK sir.
Listen, I have to speak, right?
No, I'll come to you. You'll get the last word. You'll get the last word.
You will have the last word because anyways you will not let me speak.
Okay, Kovai will speak first.
2017 to 21 in the name of smart city scam. He was seen on the picture with the convict of the Pollachi scandal. Right? I don't want to bring all this.
Mr. Dharnidharan, one moment, please. Okay, let Kovai Satyan speak. Go ahead, Kovai Satyan.
DMK can't stand the truth. They always scream in debates. It's a no. So with due respect to RK sir, who understands politics better than many here, sir, what is the need for Durai Murugan, the senior most minister, to take a night flight 10:30 on a Sunday to go to Delhi when the ED raid was happening in his place? And you mean to say that nobody believes that there is a newfound love between DMK and BJP? And what is the need to change the education minister? What is it? Have some decency. You have your time. Have some decency. You have your time. You speak when your time is there.
You are speaking about decency.
Why are you barking in a national channel, my dear friend?
No, why
You're
are you
talking about
barking like
decency.
that?
Wait a second, really?
Why are you
Really? You're
barking?
talking about
Why are you not letting
decency?
the other person
Mr.
speak?
Dharnidharan, you'll have
Why
to
are you
wait
not
for
letting the
30
other person
seconds.
speak?
Let him finish his point, please.
Yes, if you see a
Yes,
dog, don't
please,
bark,
go
but
ahead.
unfortunately I have to do it. Who to do?
No, why you have to bark like
You're
a
talking
dog?
about
Why you don't let the other
having a
person
civilized
speak?
debate, really?
Yes.
You ask Maria how many
No,
debates you
forget.
have been on.
Okay,
Right?
go
No.
ahead.
No,
Yes.
forget it.
Yes, Maria, you're
He's
supposed
trying to
to
make
be
it
part of
No,
it.
personal.
please, let's be calm.
Who's
Go
civilized
ahead.
and who's not?
I don't want to make it personal, but it is his choice to make it personal.
Go ahead.
Sir, everybody
it
knows
personal?
there is a
You
new
made it
found law
personal.
between DMK
Not
and
me.
BJP. The education minister was changed only because of the fact that BJP was not comfortable and the governor was not comfortable with Ponmudi
Dude, the
being
prerogative of
there.
the chief minister.
There are many
Dalit
instances
man,
where
hardworking
We have
Dalit
come
man,
to
very-
the end of this discussion. Mr. Dharnidharan, Kovai Satyan, Madhuvanti and R.K. Radhakrishnan, thank you so much for joining us. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. And we have Vishnu Shom right here in the studio.
Well, in just about 15 odd minutes from now, we expect a live press conference from the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, where he's expected to announce, Marya, that he's going to step down as leader of his party. Just a matter of time, it seems, that he's going to step down as Prime Minister, perhaps delaying that announcement until there's a successor. Also, very sadly, 8 Jawans have been killed in a Naxal attack in Chhattisgarh. We'll be bringing our viewers all the latest details on that. That's up after this short break.